Good Tuesday morning, everybody. For those of you who are operating under the new calendar of this day, that day, and the other day, this day is actually Tuesday. It's a little rainy, or it was a little rainy and windy yesterday. Today will be colder with a high around 50, but hopefully no rain. Today we'll be joined by Lynsay Frye from the Paden City People First group. She is the secretary for People First of West Virginia, but she's also a great photographer. We're going to talk to her about her photographs, and we'll show several of them throughout the interview. But first, we always like to let you know about the many resources we have that we're keeping you updated on daily.
That's correct, Liz. Along with this weekday program that we post at 10 o'clock each morning, we invite you to go to our website, www.peoplefirstwv.org. On the front page, we have a list of links that are continually updated as new information becomes available. This is fluid, as we have seen, and so what's accurate one day might change the next, so keep going back and checking that. And then when there's a big announcement or news release, we put those at the top as soon as we get them.
Yes, and first there are links to direct information about COVID-19, like what it is, reminding you to wash your hands, and other information written for people with disabilities and by people with disabilities. We also have listed a Zoom online get-together that is hosted on Mondays and Thursdays by SARTAC, the Self-Advocacy Resource and Technical Assistance.
There are also federal government resources for Social Security. I know there's a lot of questions about that, and we always put their news releases on there, so you're reading it directly what they say about the Social Security payments and if the stimulus payments are going to affect your income guidelines for savings and things like that. IRS, Centers for Disease Control, state resources for Governor Jim Justice and his daily briefings, Workforce West Virginia if you've recently been unemployed due to the virus, and the order to close non-essential businesses, West Virginia State Health Department, Department of Health and Human Resources, Department of Education about the schools, Secretary of State for voting, and the Attorney General if you have any questions about fraud, people calling you, telling you they'll help you get your stimulus payment, or telling you that they're a bill collector when they're not, things like that, or other things like price gouging. You can get that information on the Attorney General's website, and that link's there as well.
And we are also concerned about you and your personal health and safety beyond just keeping your hands clean and not touching your face. As this goes on day after day, it can wear you down if you don't do things to rest or relax or play a game, go outside, or other things to take your mind off what is going on. So on the website are links for agencies like WV211 from the United Way, Help for West Virginia, and other agencies that you can call in your area if you have any mental health concerns.
And also, as we do these interviews day by day, we're separating them out. So if you want to hear one about banking safety, banking online, or mindfulness that we did with Pam Santer a while ago, there's yoga, there's music. Those are all linked as well. So then you can just pick and choose. So if you want mindfulness, you can listen to that every day without listening to the whole program that it was attached to. But now it's time for our interview today.
We're fortunate to have on the phone Lynsay Frye, who we're glad is able to be with us. Lynsay is the president of the Paden City People First group and the secretary of the People First group of West Virginia. And Lynsay is an incredible photographer, and we have had the good fortune to see many of her pictures on Facebook and thought it would be a great idea to have her on to talk about her interest in photography and give us some details about everything she's doing. Thank you for being here, Lynsay.
Well, thank you.
When did you first become interested in photography? Is this a new thing or something you've done for a long time?
I went to a summer day camp, and taking pictures was one of the subjects.
Very good. And so that got you interested in it?
Yes.
Good. So what kind of camera do you use, or do you use your phone, or both?
When I'm out taking a walk, I usually have my cell phone, but sometimes I'll bring my camera. Canyon takes the great pictures.
Do you know what kind of camera you have?
Is it Canyon?
Canon.
Yeah.
And what kind of pictures do you like to take?
I love to take pictures of nature. I love to capture the beauty of flowers. And sometimes I see things that catch my eye, and I have to capture them.
Well, I know you've taken some wonderful pictures of flowers and things in nature. And Doug, I know you had some more questions. What were you going to ask?
How do you find good things to take pictures of? Is it just when you're out walking? Do you know that, hey, there's a bunch of flowers in my backyard because I grow a garden, so I walk out to the garden to take pictures of flowers? Or when I go walk in the park, I know there's trees, and I want to take a picture of a tree. So do you plan out, or do you just walk around and take whatever shows up?
I usually walk around.
Very good. And when you find something that you want to take a picture of, how many pictures do you usually take? Do you usually take one picture? Do you take several pictures?
It depends on if it's really, really nice out. I'll go for a walk and I just see what God made for us.
But when you see, like you said, the flower picture, do you just take one picture of that flower, or do you take a couple from a different angle to make sure that it looks just the way you want it, and then that's the one that you posted?
Like different angles.
Very good. And the next question Doug had here was, there's a popular saying that a picture's worth 1,000 words. Is there a message that you're trying to share with people when you take a picture of a butterfly or flowers, or are you just trying to capture the beauty?
I kind of do both. I love butterflies and flowers. Some of them have very interesting colors to make them stand out.
Well, you certainly have an eye, because the pictures that you take of both of them are beautiful.
Thank you.
I know you've got lots, and you've said you just posted more, and we're showing some during this interview. Is there a particular picture? What's the very favorite picture that you've ever taken, whether recently or a few years ago with your camera, your phone? What's your very favorite picture, if you have one?
I really don't have a favorite picture. I just enjoy the beauty that God made for us.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you have any recommendations for people to take good pictures, and how can they learn to get better?
It takes patience to do the best as you can and never give up what you have to do.
Well put.
Great. Anything that we've left out about taking pictures? We do have one more question that we always ask, but is there anything that we've left out about taking good pictures, finding good subjects, places to go that maybe you can find pictures, parks or, different things, walking along the river or in your neighborhood? Anything we've left out that we should have asked?
I don't think so. It looks so good.
Well, we appreciate your being here. And the very last question that we have for you, we've been asking everybody what they like to do to relax, because things are a little bit crazy right now and our schedules are different. So everybody has had kind of a different answer for what they like to do to relax. Is there something that you like to do?
I love listening to some spa music and some spiritual music. It kind of makes me feel a lot better.
Very good. Well, Lynsay, we're so glad that you could take the time to be with us, and we appreciate your talking about your photography, and we hope that you stay healthy, and we can't wait to see you.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you, Lynsay. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
That was a lot of great information, and we hope if you have an idea for other people we can talk to and provide helpful information, you'll let us know.
And a reminder, we want to see what's going on in your part of West Virginia. It's your house, your neighborhood, so send us pictures of what you're doing. Are you making crafts? Are you painting? Do you make jewelry? Are you a great photographer? Show us pictures. Take a picture out your front door. Do you live in a place where it looks like a great picture with mountains or a stream or something? Or you live on a farm? We'd just like to see what's going on and share that with everybody else in the States. Since we can't be together in person, we like to be together virtually and just kind of share.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, we want to invite you to join us for a great interview with Kimberly Stevens, Public Affairs Specialist for the Huntington Office of the Social Security Administration. She'll talk about the services they're providing online, about Social Security checks, the stimulus payments, and how to avoid scams that unfortunately crop up during situations like we're in now. That's all tomorrow. But before we go, Just below this video is a link to a video series by the National Special Olympics Organization, and we hope you'll take a look.
That's right. It's from a new section they've started called the School of Strength, and there's a series of videos that will help anyone in learning to move better and improve your balance, and we're going to link to a different one of those videos each day for the rest of the week. Today is going to be their welcome and introduction.
Thanks for joining us again today. Talk to you tomorrow.